Honey
Previously on the Mike Knoxxx Show.
First of all, it wasn't organic, but it's okay. Everything cannot be organic. Some things have to be, story driven. And they drove this story home. I'm sorry. One of the greatest interactions of wrestling last year was, but I broke my neck, and Kofi saying, so what?
Right.
That's one of the greatest things out there.
This is what a promo should be in professional wrestling, not the trash you see on Wednesday night. I agree. I was watching earlier. I agree with everything that Honeybee said about AEW. Honeybee, these unpopular review people, they made me break my New Year's resolution. My New Year's resolution was to stop watching trash in my life. I was trying to wash trash out of my life. And then they said, hey, come join an AEW review show.
Those are the things I don't need the wrestling nerds to tell me about the breadcrumbs. It's right before my very eyes. You know what I mean?
This is one thing that they forgot to mention about the breadcrumbs.
What's that?
This man sits on the board of directors. Hello.
Right. He's literally
the board of directors. This is the biggest Monday Night Raw. Hello.
Yes, of course
he's
going to be
the big boss of Mercedes Moné. He's writing his own stories. He's going to write himself into this damn Ulafala final boss crap. This is going to be all rock.
I've said it earlier today. I said it I've been saying it from the beginning. What makes this great is that, yes, Roman Reigns is the tribal chief, I acknowledge. But the true tribal chief is The Rock.
Lose it, bite my tongue for no one. I put you on blast. So all the news channels, y'all can kiss my ass.
Drums, please.
Viewers may find the following video disturbing.
This ain't nothing but healthy conversation.
Yeah. Perfect Plex Radio. We about to go live on him. Mike Knoxxx. That's with 3 X's because he's hardcore. Are y'all ready? We about to give y'all something special. You ready? Let's go! At the Monday Night Raw, what you getting in? Perfect Plex Radio, got them listening. Mike Knoxxx, from Cena to The Rock, or whatever wrestler is hot. News and interviews, this a one-stop shop. Matter of fact, let me give you more choices. You can call in and be the voice with the voiceless. So what you waiting on? Let's get it cracking. Let's talk wrestling, that's enough rapping. Perfect Plex Radio. Simply, we about to give y'all something special. You ready? Let's go!
And it is Monday, and that means it's time for the Mike Knoxxx Show. People, welcome back to Unpopular Reviews Wrestling, the Mike Knoxxx Show. And I am your host today. You already know my name. It's Mike Knoxxx. And so welcome to the program. Thanks for being here. All is great to be here, and I'm glad you are here with me. And we have a lot to discuss today on the docket. It simply goes like this. I wear my heart on my sleeve because easily I'm emotional. I'm a Leo. Okay, I know that may not mean nothing to you, but I'm a Leo. I got 4 kids and a grandchild. I've been watching wrestling since 1979. Shit, I'm old. Either way, it's personal to me. Hashtag wrestling is storyline. Simply as that. That's what wrestling is. And so today, we're going to talk about how great this past week in wrestling, or was it? In wrestling storyline, it was. And today, she is here now. She's continued to be here. She's on time, because if you're on time, you're late. If you're late, you're on time. Welcome to the program, Miss Honey B. How you doing, Honey B?
I'm tired. Hi, everybody.
Just getting off work. I see. So look at that. Made it here on time because the dedication, hard work, dedication. Hard work.
I'll be here.
Dedication. What's going on, B? How was your past week in professional wrestling?
Oh, it's been interesting. It's been interesting, but it's been fun.
Okay. Well, today, before we get started, I want to say happy birthday to my real life hero as I get my shirt out. Oh, the damn green screen. God damn it. There it is. Okay. Rest in peace, Mr. Shad Gaspar. Happy birthday to you, Mr. Capricorn you are. You know what I mean? So I want to start off the show by saying I'm going to dedicate this show to my friend of the program, Mr. Shad Gaspar. Happy birthday to you, a real life superhero. Get in when you fit in. People, if you don't know about that, listen, we always have these conversations on this show, on this program, on this network about who actually buys merchandise. My man passed away, and I bought that shirt because the proceeds went to his family. You need to buy merchandise if you're a wrestling fan. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not going to make fun of the fact that Honey B has on this bullshit-ass Michigan Wolverines hoodie on, but that's what she bought.
This was a gift.
Okay, in that case, you should have gave it back. Okay.
No.
If it ain't the Fab Five, we don't acknowledge Michigan around here. All right, we don't acknowledge the Fab Five. What's going on in the chat? Please make sure you comment below. Let us know your thoughts on this program. Most importantly, like, follow, subscribe, and share that you are listening live to the Mike Knoxxx Show. Link in the bio for the Patreon page as well. Please help support the page. You can do that with the link and the bio for the Patreon page. We have different levels of contributions you can contribute to the program, to the network, so we appreciate you ahead of time. But as I talk about today's show, as I dedicate today's show, happy birthday out to my man Rhea Ripley and CM Punk going to kick off Raw tonight. Damn, George, you giving out spoilers, man. Well, that's not really a spoiler, but it's really. They both can't kick it off the show. They can't kick off at the same damn time. I mean, they both be on a, well, maybe, I don't know. Maybe they do some dumb shit. Speaking of dumb shit, let me go ahead and tell you, in the Mike Knoxxx way, right? I guess, I can do that. In the only way I know how to do it, right? Basically, my top 5 moments of the week. Let's just kick it off that way.
Week to week, pro wrestling continues to impress and evolve, from AEW to TNA to NXT and even Raw and SmackDown. Check out these top 5 Mike Knoxxx moments of the week.
Ain't that a bitch? Now you want Roman. Number 5 this week for me, Honey B. Simply Kevin Owens. Listen, I don't care, because the whole week was smothered. We were suffocated by the Raw news, right? Things that happened on Raw, we're going to talk about. Things we didn't like on Raw, we're going to talk about. Things we loved. If there was anything, we're going to talk about on Raw. But away from Raw, I thought SmackDown, I thought my man Kevin Owens continues to pull the plate about why he is right, Honey B. And I'm going to tell you real fast in a little story. All right. First of all, coming up, they will have this ladder match at the Royal Rumble in Indianapolis. And the great Chicago Bull, Joakim Noah, once said, who wants to go to Cleveland? Like, who have you ever spoke to that said, I'm going to Cleveland on vacation? Who the fuck wants to go to Indianapolis in February?
Right. It's going to be, isn't what, honestly, I lived out there for a little bit. It doesn't really get that cold because it's not surrounded by water. So it's just going to be one of those, it's going to be chilly, but not cold type deals.
Do you want to go to Indianapolis, Honey B? Want to go visit? Want to go party in Indianapolis?
Not necessarily.
Okay. But, just checking. I can be wrong. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I mean, my man lives out there. You know what I mean? Shout out to Ooey Pooey University. My man lives out there. You know what I'm saying? Just saying. I'm not trying to go to Indianapolis. But I'm going to show you why, as I keep saying every single damn week, why Kevin's right. Well, we already know why Kevin's right? It's written before your face. It's written all over your face. Woo, I'm not a singer, but you don't have to say a word. Listen.
Sing it, Mike.
Cody's talking that bullshit as SmackDown had them in the ring with Mr. Heyman, who comes out and just really completely ruins anything about Roman Reigns and says, oh, Roman's throwing himself into the Royal Rumble. We'll talk about that later, too. And then Kevin comes out and tells Cody politely why he's a little bitch. You know what I mean? And Cody handles his little business like a little bitch, and he goes in the crowd and tries to fight Kevin. Again, Kevin's always right. Later on in the night, they get into a match, and it don't really matter because Kevin Owens comes out there and beats his ass, and then all this shit breaks loose. But at the Royal Rumble, we get a ladder match. Okay, are you excited for this ladder match? I am. I ain't gonna front.
I am. I am. I wasn't expecting a ladder match. I thought it was gonna be like I don't know, probably a TLC or something like. I thought it was gonna be a little more extreme instead of just a ladder match. But I'm okay with this too. I'm excited to see where this is gonna go. I kind of hope Kevin wins.
Well, kind of hope.
Yeah, kind of hope, but you kind of know that he's probably not. So it's kind of those just flip a coin, be like heads or tails. Kevin wins. All right, let's go.
I'm with you in the sense of I hope that he wins. I just don't think that he will. No, you know what I mean?
Will.
Which I find to be the bullshit. But I digress.
Yeah.
Okay. But I think Kevin deserves to have this title. I think Kevin should win this title. Again, he doesn't have to carry it into Mania necessarily as the road to WrestleMania, which will begin officially in February. It should be starting now, but we're quite not at the Royal Rumble like we normally are around this time of year, going into it sooner than later. But I think Kevin's right. I think I'm going to say it again for those who don't know why I think he's right. Just real quick, real fast. I got my ass beat for 3 years. I defended your punk ass for 3 years. And all of a sudden, your punk ass is going to meet with the bloodline? Fuck you. I'm going to put you on the head with a power driver. Moving on. Okay. Number 4 for me, and what was one of the underlying stories of Raw last week, and I want to definitely get your take on this one, Honey B. Jonathan Horatio Rodriguez, Tom Brady, Cena. So I refer to him as because he's the GOAT. Okay. Was on Raw on Netflix. And people were a little, what can I say, bitching and complaining.
Yeah.
So I asked you the question, Honey B, and maybe I'm wrong, but why do fans hate Jonathan Horatio Rodriguez, Tom Brady, Cena? Do you have an answer?
Me personally, I feel like because he hasn't gone heel yet. So that this whole John Cena being a goody two shoes and he's continuously being a goody two shoes, I guess is wearing thin now. And where everybody wants to see him just go full throttle. Since this is my last hoorah, I want everything and I'm going to take everything. And I don't care who's in the back. I'm going to come through and take everything. That's kind of what we want to see. And then it's like, at the same time, me personally, I want to see how this is going to play out. So if he's not going to go heel and he's definitely just going to go full throttle, I'm going to just work for everything. Cool, that's fine. I just hope all the matches are good and he doesn't get injured. But people just have a way of finding issues to just hate him. But I don't really think he's done anything wrong just yet. You know, I want to see what he does in the Royal Rumble. I want him to win this Royal Rumble.
We don't know if he's going to do what you said that fans like yourself want to see, the heel turn. I just asked you a question.
Yeah.
Did you ever want to see Superman become a bad guy? We saw that, right? You ever see Brightburn?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not a good thing. Okay. You ever see Captain America go heel? Shit, that's who John Cena is, right? He's Captain America, right?
Yeah.
Let me see. Optimus Prime. Could you see Optimus Prime going heel? What about the Turtles? I'm answering these questions, figuring an answer. The answer is hell no.
No.
So all you punk ass people out there thinking it's cool to be a bad guy because you had no balls in high school and you got bullied, okay? Don't sit there and wish that evil on Ricky Bobby, Jonathan Horatio Rodriguez, Tom Brady, Cena. Because that's some bullshit.
How are you remembering this name?
What you mean? Because I gave him the name. That's what it is. Okay? He's from Boston. Tom Brady won one of those championships in Boston. So he is Jonathan Horatio Rodriguez, Tom Brady, Cena.
Got it.
Here's the thing, folks. The last time is now. And I don't mind Rock, Dwayne, hey Dwayne. I don't mind being a Jonathan Horatio Rodriguez, Tom Brady, Cena fan. I had all the purple shirts. The purple one, the yellow one, the green one, the orange one, the yellow. Did I forget a couple? The green, the black. Shit, I just been beat up. Yo, didn't I? The red, the black, the green. Sissies. Okay. Who cares he was heel? Why does Jonathan Horatio Rodriguez, Tom Brady Cena have to be heel again? Now, don't get me wrong. I loved it. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Why did I love John Cena in the first place? Because of this shit right here. White man trying to rap.
Yeah.
You had Eminem. He still can't come to the cookout. You got Jonathan Horatio Rodriguez, Tom Brady Cena. He still can't come to the cookout. Yes, I'm sure millennials, no matter what you say, okay, my ancestors, your mama, your grandmama, they all know we can love you. Hey, white peoples, I love you. You're my friends. I love you to death. You just can't come to the cookout. It's just that simple, okay?
And raisins and shit, hell no.
And purple beets potato salad, okay? Not allowed, okay? And if just If you're new to the program, Mike Knoxxx tells you here and right now, forever, and I love you, but still.
Who are you rooting for tonight?
I'm rooting for everybody black. I am.
Rhodes is the GOAT. Fernando, you're more entitled to that opinion. I cannot knock that. That's like my wife arguing with my son-in-law that Lil Wayne is his GOAT. Can't argue that. If Lil Wayne's his GOAT, Lil Wayne's his GOAT. He's not my GOAT, but I can understand why you would say that. If Stone Cold's your GOAT, I will not argue that. I've never seen you here before, Fernando, so I'm going to tell you why he's not my GOAT. He fought Shawn Michaels and he's fought Bret Hart. And as far as I'm concerned, they're my GOATs, and because he fought them, he can never be my GOAT. But you know who's not one of my GOATs?
On their feet, on the man. Oh, what
The man
that
that
was
they
coming.
booed out the stadium. Oh, that was so
We're going to talk about that first. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that answer.
Man, oh man, oh man.
Oh, beat claps is hard. That's why you can't come to the cookout, because y'all can now dance. Okay? But listen, the champ is here. Okay? I'm here for all of the shenanigans.
Yeah.
He's going to enter the Royal Rumble. I think personally, he's going to win the Royal Rumble, although ticket sales will tell me he has to go to the Elimination Chamber. But that's just marketing for Toronto to buy tickets. Or isn't it? If he wins the Rumble, why be in the Elimination Chamber? Did they already give a story away? I mean, for what it's worth, Triple H's booking has been has been mid. It's been high, low. It's been a hybrid. Okay? You got your ups, you got your downs. But either way, we don't know what's going around town. I'm not a rapper, but there you go. Okay? So I love Jonathan Rachel Rodriguez, Tom Brady Cena. He put me in videos. He put me in SmackDown magazine. Damn it, I love you. I love you, Jonathan Rachel Rodriguez, Tom Brady Cena. Sorry, I digress. But I do think this is the Royal Rumble match we're going to get. Yeah. But what do you think? Comment below. Let us know your thoughts. And I want to see this. For fans who why do we hate Jonathan Rachel Rodriguez Cena? Because you're not him. Because you were a punk and you want to be a bad guy because it's so good to be a bad guy. It's so cool to be a bad guy. Ooh, I want to tell you that your feet stink and your breath smell. Now, it's like one of my favorite shows of all time. The favorite show of all time is Entourage. She said, I want to be a badass. I want to be a motherfucker. Like, no, that doesn't make you a badass. I can say motherfucker now. That doesn't mean you're a badass. I mean, you guys were raised off of South Park and Family Guy, but you're offended by everything.
Right.
Stop it. Okay, this is the main event I need to see. I want to see number 17 because fuck you, Ric Flair. I'm sorry, I said it.
Yeah, it's got to happen.
It's got to happen. Vince wanted that record, and for Vince, he deserves to have that record belong to WWE. I'm moving on. That's why do people hate Jonathan Rachel Rodriguez, Tom Brady Cena? Because you are not him. You could wish to be a good guy. And then just to go back a little bit, Mick Foley never was a good guy, was a bad guy. Just saying. Actually, that's not true. Mankind was. But Mick Foley wasn't. So I stand by what I said.
Wait, I was going to say, who was Dude Love?
A face, but there's the three faces of Foley. So Mick Foley was never a heel. Gotcha. Cactus Jack was definitely a heel, but Mick Foley was not. All right? With hashtag wrestling is storyline. Okay? Number 3, and this is where I get into the hybrid booking of Triple H. Let me just say this, fans. I'm sorry. I got to do this at least once every month because you guys don't understand. Look at my face. Hold on, I got a little deeper. Look at my face. Look at my face.
Okay.
Here's the thing. Triple H's booking is for Raw was let's put over all the good guys. And y'all should be happy. Oh shit. The Raw. People were saying, oh, I want to see what these numbers look like, Honeybee, right? It was like 4.9 million, 2.6 in America. That ain't shit. Raw for getting 1.5 anyway. Okay?
Yeah. That's true.
Raw on Netflix. And just for fans, let me just say some things. Real fast. I'm sorry. That was not the final boss. That was Dwayne. No shit.
Yeah.
No shit. He's part of the board. At some point, name is, for what it's worth, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. You thought because he came out, he was going to be the final boss just because he came out and he was wrestling? We're going to talk about him later in that retrospect. But this whole show was to promote it being on Netflix.
Yeah.
Triple H did a good job at it. The Rock came out to start the show to do a good job at it. Yes, he's mentioning people that we don't even fucking know who they are, but who cares? He had to pay back to the investors, people.
Yeah.
That's why it happened. I thought personally, I thought Raw was a pretty good damn show. Your take on Monday Night Raw?
I thought it was a good show too. I don't know. I guess I did expect it to be a little bit more, but what we got was still good. So going forward now, it's just like, again, storylines, they got to play out every week. We're getting this every week. So we can't expect them to cram everything into one show. They have to space it out. So this is why the show has been the way that it has been. It's been stories. They've been more story than it has been wrestling in a while. So
I did invent the hashtag wrestling is storyline. I mean, Vaughn, you've been here with me for 10 years. As a matter of fact, I forgot. Make sure you guys follow my Ayatollah to the Rock and Rollers holding me down backstage for over a decade. The Victorious Ones podcast, broadcasting every Thursday or Wednesday when he feels like doing it. But one of those 2 days, the 301 King Vaughn Jr. on the Twitter. Okay? Listen, people. It's just comedy. Okay, I invented hashtag wrestling and storyline. I also invented Disney Plus and Thrust. Moving on. Okay, so I thought it was a great job, and for the idiots, right? Because everybody got a podcast, everybody got a YouTube. These lights that they put in the arena. What is this? They tried everything they could to make Raw look bigger than what it was. You idiots. That's Intuitive Stadium. Them red lights I'm watching every game right now as we're live. That is part of the stadium of the Clipper Stadium. You would know that if you watch more than just wrestling.
Yep.
Okay? You will not get those lights every single week, including this week. You will not get it next week in Atlanta because that's not part of the arena. Moving on, the production was amazing. The camera angles were amazing. The drones were amazing. Those who bitched about Raw just woke up and said, I want to be a bitch. You know what I just said?
Those drones were cold.
You know what I just said, though? Yes. They woke up, those who bitched about Raw just wanted to be a bitch anyway because they're already a bitch. Yeah. It's just that simple. You're a bitch. Yeah. I said it, not me. I mean, he said it. I didn't say it. You're a bitch. I'm talking about Honeybee. Talking about you, who are bitches. What's there not to like about Monday Night Raw? I know what's not to like about Monday Night Raw. As I mentioned, as I have an honorable mention, this punk motherfucker named Kid.
On their feet. On a man.
Oh, man. That was so funny.
Oh, in case you didn't know, Honeybee, you only been here about 8 episodes now. We don't show his face on this network.
I've noticed that the first time.
Who's that? Who's that missing? Oh shit. We don't.
That was very noticeable the first time. No, that's
here's what I also think is funny, right? Because people lie and say, well, I get inboxes, I get text messages. No, I actually got real fans, okay? I got messages right now as we speak live, okay? And we'll get your comments in a second. Please continue to comment. I'm going to go through them all soon. Please continue to comment, okay? If I haven't got to it now, I promise you I'll get to it later, okay? I got an inbox today that said, yo, are you listening to Bust Open Radio? I'm going to say it again. I stopped listening to Bust Open Radio about 1.5 years ago. I'm still friends with Dave LaGreca, who runs the show, but I am personally a fan of the old Busted Open Radio before it had ex-WWE, ex-wrestlers who get paid to have an agenda. Just my opinion. If I'm wrong, it's what it is. But it said, did you hear what Mark Henry said? I said, no, fuck Mark Henry, right? And everybody who knows me knows why I say fuck Mark Henry, okay? He played us at WrestleMania, okay? But it was like, did you hear what he said? I'm sorry. Mike Knoxxx, I've been telling you from the beginning. For what it's worth, thank God there's no camera in my house, Honeybee, of the shit I might have said that can get me canceled, okay? I think we all say things behind doors that can get us canceled. The difference is I'm not him. I'm not HH. Okay. But I don't disagree with what he said about his daughter. The language in what he used, I disagree with. The fact that he came on Good Morning America with a bullshit apology that in the 1950s, which my mother was born, it was okay for a Caucasian fella to say that word is a flat out lie. So don't inbox me and say, did you hear what Mark Henry said? I don't give a fuck what Mark Henry said because I've been telling you he doesn't care. Clearly, he doesn't care about trying to make the rights of the wrongs to what he did. He know what he said. He should have said, I'm so sorry. I should have never used that language. And today, the man who's the reason why wrestling sort of started as the popularity would still be getting cheered. But instead, he came out in LA of all places. They should have brought his ass out in Texas. Yeah, you know who y'all are, Texas. Y'all know who you are, right? Not Chicago, not Philadelphia, not New York City. LA for sure stood up and where's my goddamn soundbar? Where that shit at? Come on. This is for you, Callie, whenever I can find it. It'll be coming soon. Just hold it.
And yeah, Jimmy Hart did look uncomfortable. He was like, waving this flag, like, oh shit.
What the fuck is this?
Booing you, dude?
This is to you, LA, for doing a great job, okay, at booing this man. Because he doesn't care. That's the problem.
Yeah.
And it makes me even more sick to my stomach and I got to say this.
Let it out.
All right. Y'all know, right? I have my black friends, fans, wrestling community that says, it's okay. Let it go. Why do you care? For someone that tells me it's okay for a Caucasian fellow, an Asian fellow, because they like to separate themselves, an Irish fellow to tell me it's okay to say the N-word. No, it's not. It's never going to be okay. Ever. And the fact that you accept that bullshit shows to me that I hope and I promise to God, I swear to God, I hope one day you feel what real racism is. Because the gospel, according to Kanye West, racism's still alive. They're just reconciling it. Hulk Hogan, you got booed, you son of a bitch. I said your full name. Moving on, my honorable mentions. Number 2, Honeybee.
Yep.
And we'll take a break. The rivalry of the year was CM Punk and DM Punk. But the underlying rivalry that we thought would be the rivalry of the year was Punk and Seth Rollins. Injuries had to take place. I thought this match was what it was supposed to be. We said here last week, we didn't think it would even end in a winner.
Yeah, I said no DQ, I think.
We all said no DQ. I was ready to get a winner. You and Big Daddy Cool made me kind of, change my tune a little bit.
Yeah.
And what a fucking match. GTS aside, rumor has it, and I say rumor because I say hashtag death to dirt sheets, that he is hurt again. But I've seen none of the reports that say he's hurt.
Okay.
CM Punk wins that match. Your thought on this match and that rivalry between those two, which I think is just actually getting started.
I thought they were going to give it to Seth, or like I said, I think last week it was going to be a no DQ. But to see CM Punk win this first one, it was a really good match. I was watching it like, oh, this is great. Wow. Look at them. They're fighting. Yay.
You said, whoa, it actually took place. It's actually happening right here before your face.
Oh my gosh. Whoa.
Oh, I just got a text message. I'm sorry, Honeybee. Excuse me. I got to play this clip.
Breaking news. This just in. The thoughts and opinions of Mike Knoxxx solely belong to Mike Knoxxx and does not represent Unpopular Reviews Wrestling in any way. Now back to the show for the intelligent wrestling fans.
Just so you wondering. Okay. But I also thought this match was good. Before we take a break, I want to get through this because I know that the last segment is going to be a big segment. Okay. So I'm going to just say this right here. Another honorable mention for me, and it's going to be different than what you guys think. And correct me if I'm wrong and help me, Vaughn, because I'm not good with dates. 9/11 was in what, 2001?
Yes.
Okay. Come 2002, 2003, they stopped you from being able to smoke inside of a public building. that was not made because if you go back to when I was born, to all the movies back in the day, smoking used to be allowed anywhere, on a plane, on a train, on a bus. It didn't matter. They stopped that because they said that it was not cool to smoke around those who don't want smoke around them.
Right.
As someone who has partaked the part of the lettuce in my life, and I'm not against smoking weed, it's no place for it inside of an arena that's not a concert that you're expected to smell weed in. This is still supposed to be a family-oriented event. There were so many kids in that crowd, including The Rock's family.
Yeah.
Travis Scott coming out smoking weed was stupid. Was absolutely stunned. I know black. Oh my, holy shit! Did Mike Knoxxx this? Yes, Mike Knoxxx said this shit. Okay, this entrance was phenomenal. It rivaled Leon France so much to the point that even Jey Uso in the backstage interview after the show said on the post show, he thought it felt like a WrestleMania moment. And I personally thought, yes, it was that deep, but it was tainted because we see this man smoking a blunt on national, well, not national television, but on Netflix TV. Yes, I may say certain languages. Yes, I may smoke certain flowers here and there. I do not like the fact that when SmackDown went off on Friday nights and they put on Bel Air on that network, that is still a regular, that is not HBO, that is not Cinemax, that man said the N-word on USA Network. It is not okay to smoke weed on television in a building where children are. I don't give a fuck. Point blank and simple. That's my opinion. You don't like it, listen anyway.
Hey, this is Matthew Brittle, the King of Bros, and you're listening to the Mike Knoxxx Show on Unpopular Review, bro.
Plain and simple. Great entrance nonetheless. Travis Scott, no need for it. They should have stopped him. That's just my personal opinion. Do you have an opinion on that? That's just mine. What is yours?
I do agree with you. It was a little out of the ordinary. I definitely wasn't expecting it. I definitely was like, oh shit, they got this man smoking weed on TV. I'm sure that was not anybody's idea, especially backstage or whatever. So as far as the entrance go, I thought it was good. I personally, I don't know.
Speak your mind. Speak your mind.
I don't want to say I don't care. I don't want to say I do care too much, but it was one of those things that I guess in the moment it happened. So it was like, all right, as long as you don't do it again, we good. Like it is one of those quick, okay, yeah, we live, we hype, blah, blah, blah. For some reason, I'm gonna light this blunt and just smoke it. Like, why am I doing this? I don't know, but I'm having a good time right now, so I'm gonna do it. Maybe I'll probably get yelled at later on, but I'm gonna risk it.
Well, that's what happened.
That's what he did. I felt that's like what he did, and I saw the post show with Jay, and he was like, "I was hoping the smoke would come this way." He's like, "It's not for the kids."
Yeah, he said all that. He was like, "Yo, get me high." You know what I'm saying?
I thought that was funny. So again, like I thought it was a really good interest. You know, I love Jay. I'm not gonna think too much into it. As long as if nobody else does it again, cool. I thought it was one of those funny, hey.
Here's how often have you seen Snoop Doggy Dogg on WWE?
He's in there. He's there all the time, and yes,
Snoop Dogg is known as pretty much this generation's, my generation, your generation's Bob Marley, the poster child for smoking marijuana.
That is true. And
Snoop didn't smoke on TV.
He does it, and I get that. I hear you when you're right. I hear you when you're right. But again, I feel like for Travis, it was one of those. He got.
When was Mick Foley a heel? Lies.
Who?
So I was reading the comment. I'm sorry.
Oh, you read the comment. I was gonna say, wait, what? But yeah, no, I thought it was good. Either way, it's one of those. It happened. Let it go. Let's just try and move past it.
It was just something I felt I had to touch on because as I watched it, and you know, we're doing a live. At this point, I had a serious migraine, so I left the live watch along that we had here on Unpopular Review. But I'm watching it with my kids, and I'm awake, and I saw this, and I just, you know, even somebody like I said who may partake here and there, my children are never around me when I do it. It's just certain things. I remember being a kid when my uncles and aunts and them would smoke reefer. They called it back in the day reefer. We wasn't in the room.
I wasn't either.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm trying to say is that I'm not knocking him for smoking weed. I'm knocking him for them allowing him to show it on television and smoke it in the building. Because like I said, but remember, even Jay said, "Oh, I was shocked
Right.
Even though he said,
I
bring
think
it to me, he was,
I think he did that as soon as they walked out. So I'm saying, in the moment, he was like, I'm hype. I'm having a good time. Why is this blunt in my hand? I'm finna light it. Like, that was all him. Like, I don't think anybody planned for that at all.
First of all, can we just say lion? Fuck this cap word. Hydra cap. Hydra cap meaning Captain America, it's evil cap. Okay, that way. You're doing abbreviations and shit. Okay. Mm-hmm. What Hydra cap have you seen? Okay, that's an alternate reality. That shit don't count. Okay. We're gonna take a break.
What if alternate should count?
No, not in my world. Fuck that. If it don't count, if it don't happen on the right earth, it doesn't. We'll be right back, y'all. Check it out right now. It's Michaela Wonders, your award-winning best segment of the year. We'll be right back, y'all. On Popular Review Wrestling, the Mike Knoxxx Show.
Girl, Welcome to Wondering About WWE. I'm Michaela, and we are just wondering about WWE Raw and SmackDown. But it's mainly just going to be Raw, so we're going to start off with SmackDown this time, because who really cares about Raw or SmackDown after what happened on Raw? And if y'all didn't like Raw, first Netflix on Raw, then y'all are idiotic. But, so we're gonna start off with SmackDown this time, and let's start with the whole Cody Rhodes and the Bloodline business. I hated it. It was like, oh, make sure you know Roman's coming for that title. He's going to be in the Royal Rumble. He's going to win and come from that title and get it back. But the whole Cody siding with, like, Jimmy and stuff, I just can't. Because they're, like, the heels and Cody's, like, not the... It's just so much. I don't like it. Because, like, for years, we had the whole Bloodline versus Cody and all the other people. And now it's members of the Bloodline and Cody. Instead of versus Cody. It's weird to me. I don't know. I just don't feel for it. And then we have the Tiffany Stratton and Nia Jax thing. Those are only the two things I care about, and what we're going to lead into with that is I don't care. That's not true. I don't care. It's Tiffany's wrong. There we go. That's it. That's all I have to say is Tiffany's wrong, and Nia could easily just demolish her. If it wasn't for Bianca, Tiffany probably wouldn't have got that title back. But Bianca did what Bianca does and stole the show, and then Tiffany just decided to cash in. And then we have Raw. We established that on Raw that I wanted Rhea to win, which was obvious. Obviously, I wanted Roman, and then we wanted Seth to win. Everyone I wanted to win won. And y'all are like, but you wanted Seth to win, blah, blah, blah. It's CM Punk. You can't be mad CM Punk won. It's CM Punk. But then we have the whole Rhea Ripley Liv match. I really enjoyed that match. Those are only 3 matches I care about, by the way. Really enjoyed that match. And the road is healed. Rhea Ripley has her title back. Mid Morgan is forever going to be Mid Morgan. And that's all we need. But we have the Bloodline match. That was beautiful. Cody coming out just to fight Kevin, but not really helping Roman in a way. I don't know why I like that. And then Rock putting the Unafalo on him instead of it being Paul. I really enjoyed how Roman got his stuff back. And then we have the CM Punk and Seth match. I really enjoyed that match. They kept using Move Thief. Seth used his move, blah, 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 blah. I enjoyed that match as well. Seth lost. CM Punk proved his point, but it's CM Punk. And this isn't really a match, but just John Cena coming out was beautiful. And I don't know what's going to happen next with John Cena, but I am excited. And as you guys already know, I can't talk about it all like this. So let's go back over to the real Tribal Chief.
Listen, guys, you can check out the Michaela Wonders Show as well as the Mike Knoxxx Show every Monday. The Monday Night Raw review show immediately following Monday Night Raw with a new crew starting tonight, no longer Tuesday. We got to fix that template. Also, NXT review show has now have a new crew coming on Tuesday nights as well. AEW All Elite Women in Wrestling is coming. Top 5 is coming back this Thursday. We believe in the SmackDown Penitentiary also this Saturday night or Saturday afternoon. Make sure you check out all the shows here. Like we like to say, something for everyone here on Unpopular Review Wrestling. You're back to the Mike Knoxxx Show. Coming up later, you will see This Week in Wrestling History. celebrating the week in wrestling. Its birthdays and everything else will continue as well. My number one moment, this will be spending a lot of bulk of our show today, Honeybee.
Okay.
My number one moment of the week was the battle of the tribal chief, right? Here's something for you, right? Let me just go through my story, right? Honeybee, if it's okay with you. Shit, hold on, I'm sorry. If this doesn't happen at WrestleMania, I'm gonna cry. Flat out. Okay. I don't give a fuck because I got inboxed again. I don't care. I'm gonna say this again. Let me look at the camera. Okay. Look at my face. I don't give a damn what Bully Ray says. Rock versus Cody, it's not bigger than Rock versus Roman. However, I digress, and I'll tell you why. Because WWE, I'm sorry, Triple H fucked up what could be WrestleMania. And here's why. Rock comes out, talks that shit. He's the Wayne. He's not the Rock. He's talking shit. But little clues right here. This is something that I'm not smart enough to know, right? I'm only got an associate's degree. But motherfuckers who got masters at sitting behind their mama's computer and busting nuts at this shit was like pointing out something to me. You know what The Rock said to Cody? The Rock said to Cody, we shed blood and we will still shed blood down the future. Tells me a few things. What's coming with The Rock? Well, I know what happened. Roman Reigns defeats Sikoa. He's the rightful heir to the Ulafala. Or is he? Is he the right heir to the Ulafala? This is the match I need to see. Will it be the match we get? That's the question. Rock demands the Ulafala from Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman gracefully gives it up. I'm going to stick with what I've said for the past few years. Paul Heyman has turned on every single wrestler he has ever managed. Why would it be any different for your tribal chief? Why would it be any different? Rock then passes the torch to Roman Reigns. Then they have this stare down afterwards. This is a clue, people. This is those breadcrumbs I talk about, people, with The Rock and Roman. Roman then goes to salute the people, throw the ones up. Everybody's happy. But the question I ask you, Honeybee, do we get Rock at WrestleMania? I'm going to answer that question before you answer it. Absolutely right. The question is how? Do you want to see the Undisputed Universal Championship with Rock and Cody? No. Fuck you. Well, no, I'm not going to say that. But no. I was going to say, blank you, Mama Rose. I can't say that. I love her. Okay? I love that. Right? When we get a triple threat match, nobody wants to see a fucking triple threat match between Rock, Roman, and Cody. Or do you want to see Roman versus Cody? That is the question. So I ask you, Honeybee, your take on all this, because I tell you one thing before I let you go, and I apologize for cutting you off. I could be completely wrong, but Rock versus Roman has to happen at WrestleMania. It has to, because Rock, if he's not at WrestleMania, I'm just going to cry. How about that? I'm just going to fucking cry. Okay, point blank and simple. But here's my reason why I think it can happen. If you look here to the right on the third line of this tree that they showed last year, which only got interrupted because Cody Crybabies demanded it, it says, and The Rock put on his Instagram, we talked about that last week, we had Big Daddy on the program as well, Honeybee. If Roman is the tribal chief, The Rock is the high chief. Now, those will say, well, Michael Cole just said the Ulafala goes to the high chief. But Roman's not known as the high chief. He's known as the tribal chief. So I did a little digging even further because I'm smarter than you. A tribal chief is typically a leader of a single tribe, while a high chief refers to more senior leaders, often with greater authority, usually preceding, that means over, a tribal chief or a larger group within a complex society culture structure. There's a difference between a high chief and a tribal chief. Yes, The Rock gave him, you know what, Romy? You are the tribal chief. But I'm the high chief, Rocky Dwayne Johnson. Now, I get there's a little complex, a little confusion there because The Rock did give him the Ulafala. But that wasn't The Rock.
Yeah.
To me. That was Dwayne doing a job for Netflix. And I think as this is the show for the intelligent wrestling fans who bitch and cry and bitch about kayfabe being dead, we make kayfabe alive or not. Yeah. It's up to us. It's not up to them. You have to suspend your disbelief on what you're watching by being intelligent enough to know what you're watching.
Yeah.
Can it be complicated? Absolutely. Have you not seen Gotham? That shit was confusing as fuck, but a great TV show. Yeah. To this day, when I was a kid, the whole thing was, is Elvis still alive? Now it's Tupac ain't dead. Tupac's dead as shit. Or is he? That's the question. Do you want to see Rock and Roman? What is your WrestleMania fantasy, Honeybee?
I do want to see Rock and Roman, and I want to see Cody and John. I'd rather that. But then again, I'm confused. So is John on...
I'm confused too.
Is John on Raw or SmackDown?
We don't know where John is. We just know that fans, we ask a question, why do you hate Jonathan and Rachel? Rodriguez, Tom Brady, Cena, comment below, let us know. We don't know. But we get this WrestleMania. As she disappears in the back like Zordon.
He has to... It has to be Cody. Because...
Who has to be Cody? It has to be Rock and Cody?
No, it has to be John and Cody and Rock and Roman. I want to see Rock and Roman. That's already etched and stuff. See? I want to see, but John has to win the title. So it's like, who does he beat? Does he beat Cody or does he beat Gunther? This
is why I tell you. First of all, you mentioned Gunther. If I'm Gunther, I'm like, fuck you, Trips. I'm the world fucking champion, and I'm not even on fucking SmackDown. I'm not even on Raw on Netflix, first and foremost. True. Okay, let's talk about that. Second, I'm going to tell you why. Well, here's my prediction. So somebody, Vaughn, can you fact check this with a comment? Did WB, because I did not see that, and I'm actually on their page right now, did they announce a 40-man battle royal? Because I haven't seen that at all. Because I don't think it will be. If it is, I think it should be, however, because if they're ever going to have a 40-man battle royal, they have enough talent now to make that. Okay? True. However, somebody said that was reported via WWE, and I will say, as I always say, if you're new to the program, which you were, hashtag depth of dirt sheets. If it don't come from them directly, then it ain't true.
That's interesting.
Okay. But my thing is, The Rock causes Roman to lose the Royal Rumble, and it's because of Paul Heyman. That's why I take a lot credit to this moment with Heyman letting him get the Ulafala because he knows who the real high chief is. I said it from the beginning. The reason why I thought this whole storyline with the Roman Reigns from the very beginning, from the pandemic era, was hilarious because if you look at who they are, we all know The Rock's a bigger star than Roman. So if who puts food on the table, Roman doesn't have a job. Nia Jax doesn't have a job without The Rock.
Yep.
Point blank. That's my opinion. No one told me anything else. That's what it is. Look at the facial expression as he gives him the Ulafala. Read between the lines. Go back to the walking tall. Go back to Gridiron Games. Go back to Tooth Fairy. Go back. That's when The Rock was a good actor. Back in Too Cool. Okay? Not Rampage and damn sure not Hobbs and Shaw. Okay? This was a good acting by The Rock. Okay? This was good acting by The Rock. I think it's them was at WrestleMania. Now, if I'm wrong, forgive me. I apologize. But this family tree, I think Rock comes out and says, you may be the tribal chief, but I'm the high chief. You need to bow down to a faction that's greater than you. That's just my opinion, and I'm going to stick to that, Honeybee. Let's go ahead and read a little bit of comments, and then we're going to take a break and go with this week in wrestling history. It's a lot of comments here, so I appreciate all your comments. George Lewis, John Cena is the GOAT. Fernando, because Vince McMahon forced him down our throats, and a lot of us people don't like that. Well, let me tell you something, Fernando. Every top-tier talent in WWE history has been so-called shoved down our throats. Name me one wrestler who has not, and I will guarantee you're wrong. Daniel Bryan, shoved down our throats. The storyline may have dictated that he had to go through these trials and tribulations, but we saw him every single fucking week. You wrote earlier that Stone Cold's your GOAT, Fernando. Guess what we saw every single week on television? Stone Cold Steve Austin being shoved down our throats. What that means, when that terminology came to pass, was because shoved down our throats means that every single week in the biggest segments, this is why this is called the show for the intelligent wrestling fan, it focused on Stone Cold Steve Austin. They've all been shoved down our throats, okay? Back then, the characters were getting stale, but not seeing his as much as they gained my respect. Hydra Cat, what is it? DC the Collector, that's my man right there. He's the reason why I got this beautiful title right here. Yeah, AEW title right here, my man DC the Collector. John Cena is the number person to announce he is getting number one to announce he's getting into the Rumble. Absolutely. I like the Dr. Thugonomics. Me too. All right. We got here Stone Cold's his GOAT. Some more. Foley was a heel win. I don't remember that. I asked for that earlier. That was Corporate Rock. Dwayne Johnson, all the same to me. HH is trash. Of course, fuck him. Okay. Poor Jimmy. Well, why poor Jimmy? Jimmy wanted to get high. He may have good weed. Travis Scott may have some good ass weed for all we know. HH played himself. Okay. Freckle Sensei, yeah. I mean, I'm not from New York, but okay. Okay. Real Americans, my arse. How about real apology, chump? I agree. That is the problem with him. He has not yet apologized. Fernando checking back in. Because I got this new font and it's fucking me up. So I'm gonna read from the side.
I was going to say, whose idea was that?
I tried something new. I didn't know it would change the font of the comments. Okay. I thought it would change the font of just our name. So I ain't going to need front wise there. I'm going to go ahead and put this shit back to default. Okay. There it is. Right there. It was tone deaf for the baby to have Hogan on Raw. Absolutely. For those who say Triple H's booking is this and that. No, Triple H doesn't. As much as he wants to be, and trust me, y'all, at every single step of the way, this man thinks that he's Tony Khan. I'm sorry. Yeah, Tony did. Listen, I'm going to acknowledge the fans. The fans. That's Triple H. Okay? He doesn't know how to tell the fans they're wrong. Okay? That's just what it is. What else we got here? I'm going to go over to the bottom. A lot of comments here. LL Franklin say, my man Billy checking in. What do you think about Mike, right or wrong? Hold on. We'll go back. Because he was made the face due to the fan base, in my opinion, wanted him to be face. What do you think about that, Mike, right or wrong? I don't even know what that even means.
I think he was talking about John.
John Cena should win 17, point blank and simple. Grand Body P, check it in from the UK. Reason why I got a billboard in the UK. Remember talking about, ooh, this is that. Oh, I got this show. That man, I have a billboard in the United Kingdom, and I've never even been there. Thanks to this man. Rock versus Roman Reigns and John Cena versus Cody. Unlikely. CM Punk. Jeffrey chimes back in. So you changed the font. I thought y'all were doing something new in 2025. It was confusing. I thought I was changing my name recognition and shit. It fucked me all up. I ain't gonna lie. George chimes in. Logan Paul said he wants to challenge Gunther for the world's. Listen, I may not be a fan of Trump's, but I'm still a fan inside the ring of Logan Paul. But is he worthy of being world champion?
Nope. Chop his chest off.
Chop his chest off. There it is. DJ Cena is on both shows. Goat Cena, you can't see me. The fans ruined kayfabe at this time. Again, I just said it. Fans, you have to be the ones to allow this shit to come back. Steven, who was here before last week, Big Daddy Cool. Raw on Netflix was such a success. Anything else that tries wrestling is dead. Listen, I seen today, Honeybee, one of them clips, right? It was like AEW is where wrestlers wrestle. Then they showed Darby Allin doing the coffin drop, and he landed on the Allen. I just started laughing so damn hard. Rest in peace, AEW. They died last Monday night. And he's not lying. I have to agree with that. AEW fans, I'm not in favor of no company dying. But damn, yo, like even Cody makes fun of you motherfuckers and he left. He started the shit and then left. That should tell you there's a problem. And here's a problem with AEW as well. You hype up and you give new tag team titles to Private Party. And then have black on black crime by having a hearse and they can come up there and say, we're going to take your titles. AEW, get some fucking direction. And then maybe we'll talk about you more on this program. What Freckles said, it's NXT Trio. Okay, well, guess what, y'all? NXT Trio, look for them tomorrow night after NXT. I cannot wait to see it. I personally think there's two. I love the new Raw show. I think that Venomous Vinny, Big Daddy Cool, and the executive consultant has the possibility to even kill the Mike Knoxxx Show. I'm not funny. I'm just real. Those motherfuckers are funny. Okay? But I also think the second best duo is putting someone like Freckles Sensei with Bad Guy Jack together. The Jack Pack, his community is crazy. And I love those guys because they look at wrestling 100% from the kayfabe era. And that's how I think wrestling should be looked at. My kids watch it in that same tone. I love it. AE Trouble You. I love it. That new font mic can't see it as it is. What the fuck? Listen, I got on glasses and couldn't see the shit. Okay. My man William McCulloch chimes in. New age AEW versus WWE versus WWF at its peak. Royal Rumble of champions of each era. Who do you think they let come on the top of this? Listen, that's funny you mentioned that because my blind rankings this week, Vaughn, get ready because just when you join the show is Royal Rumble participants. Okay, so get ready for that one, y'all. Such night words. They're my facts. That's all I have to go on. All right. And again, I have to say this because every show on Unpop Review Wrestling and Entertainment is part of me because I'm an owner here. I love this network. But damn, thank you, the 100 people tuning in right now. We want to get 100,000 listening. Okay? 100 ain't shit. I'm just being honest. Can you please tag your friend to tell a friend to tell a friend? We are live and you are tuned in with the show of shows, with the host of hosts. I am the $1 million host. You are the $1 million audience. And together we tag in and out. You know what it is, right, Vaughn? To form the $1 million connection, y'all. Y'all get ready. This Week in Wrestling is up next.
Yo, it's crime time. EST. Soul Man, Rocky Johnson. It's the Honky Tonk Man, NWO. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? UPR and Around the Blocks give to you This Week in Wrestling History with King Vaughn.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is King Von Jr., the Victorious Ones podcast, Perfect Plex Talk Radio, here to give you the week in wrestling history. Of course, this past weekend was the 32nd anniversary of the first episode of Monday Night Raw, which took place January 11th, 1993. But in terms of fast forward to January 13th, 1993, Clash of the Champions took place. And in the main event, in the Thunder Cage match, the team of Dusty Rhodes, Sting, and Cactus Jack defeated Vader, Barry Windham, and Paul Orndorff. On the same day in 2000, Mick Foley brought back his Cactus Jack persona to WWE for the first time since 1998. So, of course, that was set up for his match with Triple H at the 2000 Royal Rumble, one of their best matches of all time. And of course, on the same day in 2009, Kurt Angle defeated AJ Styles in a tables match at the TNA Impact taping in Orlando. January 14th, 1992, at WCW Worldwide taping in Marietta, Arn Anderson defeated the Z-Man to win the WCW Television Championship. On the same day in 2019, Bobby Lashley defeated Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins in a triple threat match for the WWE Intercontinental Championship on Monday Night Raw from Memphis. January 15th, 1989, of course, the first ever Royal Rumble took place January 15th, 1989. Big John Studd won the Royal Rumble in Houston, Texas. And so, of course, on the same day in 2017, Jimmy Superfly Snuka passed away, and that was the same day that Rocky Johnson also passed away in 2020. Of course, on January 16th, 2006, Edge retained the WWE Championship against Ric Flair in TLC match on episode Monday Night Raw in Raleigh, North Carolina, January 17th. 1994, the Quebecers defeated the 1-2-3 Kid and Marty Jannetty to win back the WWF Tag Team titles at a house show Madison Square Garden. And also, as far as birthdays, as mentioned before, Shad Gaspar, rest in peace, Hall of Famer. Shad Gaspar would have turned 44, by the way. And also Michael Grant Body P, turned 45 on January 11th. Of course, on happy belated birthday to him. January 13th, Bruce Hart, brother Bret Hart, turned 75. January 14th, Matt Riddle turns 38. January 14th, Ernest the Cat Miller turns 61. Ex-Sergeant Duggan turns 71 on the same day. And January 15th, Shane McMahon turns 55. And as you week in wrestling history, Mike Knoxxx, back to you.
Yo, 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 it's crime time. EST. Soul Man, Rocky Johnson. It's the Honky Tonk Man, NWO. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? UPR and Around the Blocks give to you this week in wrestling history with King Von.
Next, we have Bobby Lashley with the MVP and Shelton Benjamin taking on Mark Briscoe. I saw Mark Briscoe on Saturday at Collision, and he is just as good live as he is on the TV. He is full of energy, loud. It's just, it's great to watch. But unfortunately, Mark Briscoe did not win this, and Bobby Lashley did. I mean, honestly,
hold on. Katie, did you really think that one Mark Briscoe was going to stand a chance against big Bobby Lashley? Bobby Lashley is a world eater. He goes places, and they called him in TNA one time. They used to call him the Walking Apocalypse. It's a hell of a name to have for something. Yeah, but Mark Briscoe didn't stand a chance. But I also want to throw out here. I think MVP was saying some MVP things, and I thought that when he was sitting there saying, "Hey, why is the ref not disqualifying Mark Briscoe?" I said, "You know what? Absolutely right. Why is Mark Briscoe? I mean, look." Mark Briscoe's all right. I mean, he does wild things. He does, huh?
He looks like a user of some sort. I mean, he's missing half his teeth.
Yeah. I mean, he been in some wars. He's been in some wars.
The following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
That Rhea Ripley pick really, oh god, that Rhea pick fucked me up.
Mommy Rhea Ripley is my number one.
Damn it! I knew it.
And who undressed us tonight? It's the hot mess, Miss Chelsea Green, former TNA Tag Team Champion with Deonna Purrazzo.
That's twice, man. That's twice.
Bailey as my number.
Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now?
Yeah. Those are just some of the shows we have here on Unpopular Review Entertainment and Wrestling Edition. That is the SmackDown show on Saturdays, as well as the special shows we have here, Top 5 on Thursday nights. Also AEW, All Elite Women Wrestling. It used to be called AEW and Friends, and I didn't get a chance to be on part of that show because Wednesdays is my bay day. So I could never join that show right there. Make sure you check out the AEW show, the NXT show, the SmackDown review show, the review. Like, if you're a fan of wrestling, we have something for you here. I may not be your cup of tea, although your votes that voted me the best show and the best host of the year shows I am your cup of tea. But it's good you're not. If you didn't vote for me, it's okay. We got something for everybody here on the network. But before we get out of here, a couple more things we get done. Get it done doing real fast. That is the fantasy warfare. Now, Honey B, I know I'm aging you here. Do you know anything about Jake the Snake Roberts and Arn Anderson?
No, not really.
Not a damn thing. Get her off my goddamn screen, y'all. Get her. Okay. But my fantasy warfare right now is Arn Anderson versus Jake the Snake Roberts. That is a fantasy warfare I need to see, because in their primes, Arn Anderson was the, as they say, the workhorse for the Four Horsemen, and Jake the Snake Roberts was the most underrated wrestler in WWE at the time. Today, Jake would have a title. But back then, HH ran everything, and that was the booking of WWE, so you could never see him reach the light of day. But this is a one-on-one match for this fantasy warfare between these two great ring generals. Simple as this: one-on-one, 60-minute time limit. Winner takes all for the NWA TV title. Comment below. Let me know your thoughts on this. That is my favorite title of all time. Comment below. Let me know. Vaughn, as we are here now with you in the program, what the fuck are y'all doing? Okay, what the fuck is going on? Oh, there it is. All right, there it is. We're going to be back up to the top, and there we go. All right, so before we get out of here today, we do have and I got to do it. Here it comes. Here it is. Blind rankings. Top 5 Royal Rumble participants.
What?
Oh, shit. Y'all get ready. Y'all know how the rules go.
I'm ready.
You know how the rules go. I'm going to give you 5 choices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have to put them in that 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to randomly tell you who were in the Royal Rumble. You tell me where you rank them 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. You don't know if they're men or female. You don't know what's going to come next. You just got to paint them there, and that's the fuck you're stuck with. So, top 5 Royal Rumble participants. And as always, I love to sing, even though I can't sing. Ooh, ladies first. Ladies first. Look, I close my eyes when I sing, right? It's like, ooh, ladies. I can't help it. All right, stop. I'm going to start singing. My eyes are going to close again. All right, so ladies first. And this one. First name. All right. I actually want to do this fair. Watch this. I'm actually going to Google this shit, right? All right, that's a lie. I'm going to name him right here. All right, I'm going to just say it right here, right now. Triple H. Where do you rank him and your Royal Rumble participants, Honeybee?
Are we talking about the Royal Rumble coming up or just past Royal Rumble?
Just any Royal Rumble of all the Royal Rumbles you've ever seen in your lifetime. Where do you rank Triple H being in that Royal Rumble?
4.
1, 2, 3, 4, or 5?
4.
4. Okay. Yes. Vaughn, where do you have him at?
3.
4 for Honeybee. All right. You said 3. I'm sorry.
Yeah, 3.
Vaughn is 3. Okay. And okay, so Triple H is off the board at 4 and at 3. Vaughn, I'm gonna say that's a good place to put him. Honeybee, let's see what you do with the rest of your list. Okay. Mm-hmm. Number 2. Well, I can say number 2. Second one, Undertaker. Where do you put him in your blind rankings? Look at Vaughn's face. Like, shit, Mike, you pulling out the guns already? The next number is, I'm watching Raw again, and that man's just smoking weed in the arena, and that's some bullshit. Okay, Honeybee, The Undertaker.
Number 3.
Number 3, okay. Vaughn?
Yeah.
I'm thinking there's going to be another big name lined up.
Mm-hmm.
So,
ding,
probably number
ding,
2.
Ding, ding. Okay, number 2. Okay. All right. My third person off this list and the Royal Rumble, Jeff Jarrett.
Number 5.
Number 5 for Honeybee. What you got, Vaughn? Number 5. Y'all both 5 on that one. Okay. The next name off my list in this will be, first of all, if y'all thought for 1 second I could go an entire show without saying
Charlotte Flair is the greatest women's wrestler of all time.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
Charlotte Flair, Honeybee.
Number 1.
Ooh, number 1 from Honeybee. Vaughn, what you got?
I don't know who you got next. I might have to put her. Wish I could wait until the last one. Man, because I have a really good feeling that the next one is going to be somebody bigger than that. So I'm going to put her.
I know the Dallas Cowboys ain't got a coach, and the Washington Commanders got lucky last night, and the Philadelphia Eagles, go Birds, winning again. So where you got Charlotte Flair in this Royal Rumble?
I put Charlotte at 1 because
at 1.
I don't know who's going to be next.
Y'all both put Charlotte Flair at number 1. And guess what? My next one with 2 to go, Santino Marella.
Oh God. Yeah. 4.
Okay.
I can put him at 2.
And Honeybee at 2.
I have no choice.
Okay, and the last one.
Wait.
I thought Santino was the last. Unless you're trolling.
If you look at it, I have Triple H.
Uh-huh.
I have Taker.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff Jarrett.
Uh-huh.
Jeff. Mm-hmm.
Charlotte Flair. Oh yeah, Santino. I apologize.
Exactly.
Okay, my bad. That's why I wrote this shit backstage.
Uh-huh.
Okay. In case I forgot. Okay. And there's your blind rankings of the night right there. As we like to play this game here on Unpopular Review. Great show, guys. I appreciate you guys always being here, holding me down. What another great show. Get some of these comments out of here before we get up out of here. Santino number 5, Charlotte 4-5, Freckle Sensei 5. What's going on, Matt Mad Dog Kelly? Mercedes Monet was on the Sherry Shepherd show claiming that she's the CEO. BGM. Life. What are your thoughts about that? Listen, Sasha Banks, fuck the Mercedes Monet name, okay? Because nobody knows the fuck who that is, okay? No, Sasha Banks is an all-time great, and I think we should respect her as being an all-time great. And I think she has the right. If Mike Knoxxx, who has, 44,000, well, if I look at all my social media platforms together, about 44,000 total fans, who the fuck am I to say she can't call herself number one? That's just my opinion. Hilarious mic drop. Stone Cold, the GOAT of the Royal Rumble matches. Is he? Because Cody Rhodes just tied him. So I'm saying Cody tied him.
So what, having 3 wins, right? Or is it 2?
Yeah, 2 wins. How many does Austin have?
3.
Oh, okay. So then he is the GOAT so far then. Yeah. Byron checking in, possibly of the Demon Finn Balor and Penta tonight. No, tonight on Raw, because I have it brought up on there. We got street fight between Damian Priest and Finn Balor. Mm-hmm. We got the women's finals for the Intercontinental time between Valkyria and Dakota King Coda. We got CM Punk and we got Rhea Ripley on the program tonight. I think, listen, Raw last week was an outlier of what Raw will be. Mm-hmm. Okay. They had to pull out all the guns for everything, and that's what it was. Freckle Sensei says, R. Anderson because of the storytelling. What storytelling? Because Jake the Snake told a great story. So I'm going to say about that. Okay. The master of the DT and versus the spine buster. We got Jake the Snake versus Macho Man was my favorite feud back in the day. The master of the DDT, says Maria Garcia. What a great show, guys. I appreciate all your time, all your love, what you've done for us here on Unpop Review Wrestling. Tonight, come back after Monday Night Raw and check out the Monday Night Raw review show here on Unpop Review Wrestling. And with that being said, guys, as always, I can't say it without being honest and who I am, and that's who I am as a real person. Do not wake up tomorrow morning and dare look in the mirror, brush your funky ass teeth, wash your funky ass, and say, I love me some me, and don't love God. That is crazy. We are out of here now. Y'all, forever, peace be with you. This is the Mike Knoxxx Show, and I am Mike Knoxxx. We see y'all next week, y'all.
You ready? Let's go! At the Monday Night Raw, what you getting in? Perfect Flex Radio, got them listening. Mike Knoxxx, from Cena to The Rock, or whatever wrestler is hot. News and interviews, this a one-stop shop.